remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. I can remember. Good enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Wednesday, man. Y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, you know, my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try-on hauls, and y'all know we have Music Monday, I was alive on Monday, but this is Sold Out, where we drop these on Wednesday, where we continue the sneaker talk. Speaking of Sold Out, we have a Sold Out Discord. The link should be pinned at the comment section. And of course, you know it is free to sign up, or of course, you know we continue the sneaker talk. We got a food section, a sports section, you name it. If I do not happen to get the content out in time, most likely we probably already chopped it up in the Sold Out Discord. Shameless plug, and it's free to sign up. So enough rambling. Let's just go and dive in. Tonight's topic. I only wanted to really stay on one main topic, as there's so many different areas I can go with this one. I may go to the second one that I kind of been holding off, but for right now, man, we're just going to keep it simple. Two major topics here, but they kind of go hand in hand. And pretty much we're going to be talking Nike Stop Drop sparks the debate over the NBA player popularity, causing basketball shoes sell to decline, right? Okay. We'll say this one was inspired by the Discord just because of what's kind of been going on. I mean, to be honest, let's just keep it 100. A lot of people are LeBron James like fans, but is his shoes moving like Michael Jordan, right? Okay. And several people have tapped in and said their thoughts and process on this of like, yo, it's because of the NBA popularity. Now, one thing I can say, like me and the Goodfellas was chopping it up about the NBA popularity, and my thing is this, it's not the same as it was back then, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we checking it out, but we ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't hit the same, you know what I'm saying? And I think, right, as we get ready to go into this joint, I think it's because, like, you know, there's no major, like, breakout star at the moment because there's several different stars in the NBA lineup. And I mean, as it should be, but even still, they shoes don't hit like that. Like, if everybody goes off of the LeBron numbers logic, right? Because I always argue that LeBron, if we're going to compare LeBron to like Michael Jordan, is apples and oranges to me, right? And again, I don't want to go into the sports podcast side of things. I'm going to do my very best to keep it sneaker related, but they do go hand in hand. But this is my thing is this. Things aren't necessarily the same as they once was. Like, Michael Jordan was very excited to watch. You know what I'm saying? LeBron, in my opinion, dog, while he's doing great numbers-wise, but I mean, is he entertaining like Michael Jordan? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. People don't understand that we like entertainment. Yeah, you win the game, but sometimes it's about how you win the game. You know what I'm saying? The storytelling ability, right? Michael Jordan sneakers, be that as it may, and we've gotten used to majority of them, and some of them they've started to stretch and create stories where, to be honest, we don't really care, no disrespect. But, long story short, it's like, dude, all right, cool. I don't care about how lucky his underwear shorts was, right? But I say all to say, if you compare it to LeBron James, is this story really interesting to actually sell the shoe? We got a few bangers, but I mean, compared to what Michael Jordan did, no. You know what I'm saying? Divine Photos, I see you. We got you in the building, homie. He says, it's bigger than the NBA popularity. The new generation just rock what they like, and majority of them never saw Jordan bounce a ball. That's another factor we can play into that too. And I was gonna go down that road as well, Divine. Respectively, the generation now, yes, they know about Michael Jordan's. Yes, they know about Jay's, is because people like my like probably even the older generation above us, but I'll say the generation above us, we're the ones who kind of kept that smoke alive, right? Because we knew what it was like when they first came out, and what it take to get them, or being young where you couldn't get them and nobody was gonna pay their price. Because Michael Jordan's niggas came out swinging out the gate with the prices. You know what I'm saying? They've always been quote unquote top dollar compared to what the average shoe used to cost. So they really made everybody kind of step their game up. But the young bucks now, man, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I picked up one of like my family members before, you know what I'm saying? Like one of them in the J's, but the other one's like, nah, I'm trying to find these Adidas. I'm looking for these Adidas. We could not find these Adidas to save our goddamn life, dog, respectively. And I said GOT, right? But we couldn't find these joints to save our lives. And I'm like, we got a J, you don't want any J? They're like, nah, we're not rocking that. Like, what? All right. You know what I mean? I was like baffled, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, younger generation, different mindset. You know what I'm saying? But I agree, Devon. Most of these people haven't seen, Michael Jordan even bounce a basketball, let alone know kind of like what he kind of brought to the table and how electrifying it was to just watch him play and what it takes to get 6 rings and stuff like that. Now, on the flip side, if we say, is NFL more popular than the NBA? Maybe so, but they're wearing cleats. So, I mean, at the same time, it's going to be hard. Deion Sanders did it, and they're not even cleats. They're actually like actual, Deion Sanders, the diamond turf joints. It's a dope shoe, but it's something that even if they make a cleat of the joint, it just, for safety purposes, it never looks the same. It never looks the same at all. You know what I'm saying? Even when they're standing on the turf or on like the actual ground. And of course you want it because you don't want your player to slip. Great. It's safety all across the board, just the way these basketball shoes are. But at the same time, it's like we find a way where we can rock these on and off the court. I mean, no disrespect. You ain't going to see too many people rocking a cleat off the like grass or turf, right? Point blank period. And I know you're not supposed to, but I mean, and that'll mess them up. So it's meant specifically to grip inside of that. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's always a problem that a lot of people don't really weigh in or consider, right? You know what I'm saying? The difference between that, right? Devon says, also, re-retroing shoes over and over. People are tired of that. This is true, but when they do hit us with something new, Devon, we're like, cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, not all, but majority were like, you know what I'm saying? What a J's at. You know what I'm saying? They gonna have to get back in the stew and cook up a fire J or another fire collab. That's why they keep going there, because of how well of the success of the Travises was, right? The Drakes, man, you know what I'm saying? They did, but ain't nobody checking for no Drakes, respectively. You know what I'm saying? Even on the aftermarket, they may be up, but they ain't up where it could be or where it should be if you're going to compare his numbers, how much this Iceman rollout has been going. That's driving me nuts. I watched the joint and I'm like, bro, like, all right, cool. I hope it's really good for as much as attention as it's causing and everybody's like backing it up. But at the same time, we ain't had no real major heat in a while, respectively. And I'm talking like we've been having fire, but that major heat where it breaks the globe. Yeah, Drake, if anybody's can do it, Drake can do it. You know what I mean? And not trying to sound biased or anything like that. If he fumbles the bag or if it sucks, I'm going to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Devon says, the same Jordan 1, 3, 4, and 5s. I mean, we get 6s, we get 9s, we get 11s. So, I mean, but it's always, we anticipate an 11 each year. Obviously, we're going to get a Jordan 1 each and every year. 4s didn't used to be like that, but they've come to that status. But I mean, at the same time, they're selling. The problem with Jordan Brand is they're not selling they're selling the story, but they're also trying to sell the story off of their most popular, well-known, sold silhouettes. You need to get it on some Jordan Brand. Jordan himself, he rocked like majority of those silhouettes, but the ones that expand on, we know he didn't rock. Not all anyway. And then the ones in between, we didn't really see him rock them like that. You know what I'm saying? But he was supposed to, and I'm pretty sure he did. But at that point, they probably just took off beyond their means, and it's like, yo, all right, cool, man. We happy. Everybody happy. Yvonne says, plus Nike increasing prices for materials that's mid crappy. Well, to be fair, right? To be fair, Devon, that price spike wasn't necessarily based off the materials because they're using the same stuff. Slightly different, it does fit different, so they switched up something. But because of that whole tariff situation where they had no choice, where it's like if they want their product to make it make sense budget-wise, if I had to guess, right? Cool. We're paying more to get these joints over here, but we're losing money because we can't sell them for the same price. I want that money back. Meaning some people don't want to change up the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Whoever that may be affecting, right? So they go, all right, cool. We'll raise the prices. If we spread it across the board evenly, it's only $2, $3, $4, $5. They won't even notice a difference, and we really do. You know what I'm saying? Especially us sneakerheads, man. We pay very close attention to detail, even though they don't think we do. You know what I mean? Respectively. So let me share my screen here on a couple articles I got. I may talk the appeal they have with Lululemon as well, but at the same time, I agree. The price increases did not help the situation, but I can't put that all on Nike considering what we've been going through since we got a new administration in the office too. And I don't want to make this about politics because it's not, but at the same time, I don't care who was going to get in there. Both parties or however many parties always say they're going to bring something different to the table that can ultimately cause change. And obviously, it got us with sneakers because of the cost. You know what I'm saying? You paying $150, now you paying $160, $165, depending on the model and or colorway and the silhouette or the hype, right? Jordan 11s, you know what I'm saying? Those have climbed up over the years tremendously. You know what I'm saying? I think we almost had we had like 235 on them joints. When you walk in our door, 250, 275 for an 11. You know what I'm saying? They was already the most expensive joint anyway. But now it's like, all right, cool. Y'all complaining? Hold my beer. We can make it a little bit more cost effective for us. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of determining factors, but I do got some articles up and some videos up of people getting their thought process on it and what probably caused the stock to drop. And to be honest, will it go back up? Is Nike them still the head honcho? Are other brands going to step in line right now? Or, in my opinion, is the whole market in general, meaning because of everything that's going on. Keep in mind, we're at war here, even though it's on pause, right? Look what all is went up, man. Food, right? Check mark. Gas. I mean, I'm telling you, completely apples and oranges, right? So, if you think about it, I went and paid for a set of gas 1 week, had to go back and add more gas, and then I felt like I don't got to add as much this time, so it should be cheaper. But since the price went up, I actually spent more money for less gallons. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not here to preach that side of things, but I say all that to say, these are things that we kind of need. Gas is more than just running vehicles. It heats homes. It makes stuff work that you don't think will work. Power, you know what I mean? All of that kind of goes hand in hand. You know what I mean? So that means if one spot got to go up because they got to spend more, other spots are going to go up too because they got to spend more to get the stuff over here. One thing we definitely need over here is gas. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking what y'all talking about. I'm talking about the actual stuff that heat homes, run cars, and insert the blank. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just a very flammable, I guess, material. But, yeah, let me share my screen here. Give me 2 seconds, and then we'll get the party started. I'll start with the first one where pretty much Rich Paul explains in decline in basketball shoe sales. Because think about this, right? Did the Steve Currys with Under Armour have their run? Sure. But do they have the impact of what Michael Jordan sneakers have? Right? And Nike? No. LeBron sneakers have their run. They got a few little hit items every there. But overall, same boat, right? You know what I'm saying? I can go on forever. the Ja joints, right? They dope. Still not hitting like Michael Jordan hit. And is it because they have too many? But let's read this article real quick. I'm going to share my screen, and then we'll get the party started. Because I want to make sure, I'm only going to be on the jump for another 35 minutes. So I want to make sure I cover all my major topics real quick. Sharing my screen here, and Splattered that, boom. This is Rich Paul explains the decline in basketball shoe sales. Because, I mean, to be honest, Jordans have been sitting too. Some of them been selling out. But, I mean, compared to where everything used to sell out no matter what, even if it was cheeks, those days are not there right now. But it says Rich Paul explains why NBA sneaker sales are slipping, and his take reveals a deeper shift on how the young fans view the star power, right? Okay, now if you're like me, I'm like, I'm familiar with this guy. I did think I looked him up just a little bit, but I think we're good right here. We're going to keep the party going on this joint. But yeah, so this is going to be Rich Paul's things, and I think we got like an actual Twitter/X video that's going to explain anything, but I want to see what the article is talking about. This is coming from Clutch Points, so salute to them. It says Nike struggles in the basketball sneaker market have sparked a bigger conversation about the NBA's cultural reach. According to the reporting tied to Brian Westort, which I got that one up as well. We got both. Actually, these are right here. I think this is the ad on the joint. I may actually play both, but I actually got this right here, and then we'll see what they react to on Twitter. That's what I like about this article. It actually brings both right out the gate, which I respect because I did my due diligence and looked up both. But we'll talk a little bit of the stock numbers and this stuff too as well. So I got several articles as well. But it says, where we at real quick, fewer fans connect with today's starts the way past generations once did. And that shift may be hitting revenue. Rich Paul know why. So I think this is the original drawing here. I'm going to see if I can play it. Fair use and just give a little bit of commentary in between. Make sure we're good here. Fair use, fair use. Let me see if this is joint right here. See if I can clear the speaker out. And y'all let me know if y'all can hear.
Am I a former Royal Rumble winner?
Okay, hold up real quick.
Am I?
Let me see. He running back real quick. This is only 1 minute and 24 seconds, so we good.
Am I a former Royal Rumble winner?
No. Am I a male wrestler?
No. Am I a male wrestler?
Let me see what this
Yes.
is.
Okay.
Am I?
Oh, this is like a guess who joint. So this is not the video. Oh my God, it's not what I wanted to play. But we're gonna keep going. But I think I'm gonna go here. I'll play his video first. It's on Just Kicks. I got that. It says the agent offered a direct explanation that cuts deeper than the simple popularity matrix. Speaking on the Game Over podcast, Paul pointed the oversaturation and changing youth interest in key factors. So do you think they're actually oversaturating the market with sneakers? But let's start with where this all kind of like generated from, and then we'll play Rich Paul's video. But I think this is the actual video right here. It says the NBA report Brian Windsorts gives his take on Nike stock collapse. Nike shoe sales are tanking because NBA players aren't as popular as they used to be. Do you guys have any thought process on this, or do y'all think it's true? Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can play this real quick.
I am
Hold on, let me see if I
worried
can.
about the long.
Hold on, wait.
So,
let me see if I can run it back.
And yeah,
Let me see
like
if I can run it
I
back.
am worried about the long-term effects of it.
Hold up, boom, boom, boom. It's only 4 seconds. Let me run it back. I got it up on the main screen, and then we'll touch what the chat is saying too. But let's see. This is Brian Windshorst. Hopefully, I'm saying that correctly. Let's see.
And yeah, like I am worried about the long-term effects of it. Just yesterday, I think UBS, Nike's stock is Nike's Nike.
Homie got some money invested in Nike. That's why he rubbing his eye. He like, hey, yo, I really need this to bounce back. Allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Whole life is alleged.
Nike's production, Nike's revenue has been really down, and Nike's stock has been obliterated over the last, 24 months or so.
He said 24 months. That's 2 years, right? Because we got 12 months in a year. He's saying for the last 2 years, Nike been down, right? I mean, I would say it hasn't been really hitting the same for real. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that is a noticeable fact. It hasn't been the same. It's just they haven't really hit us with nothing that we get a few wow me's, and then the few drops that we do like that's hot, y'all make it hard to cop. Y'all do that fear of missing out situation. Let's keep going.
18 to 24 months. And, this analyst at UBS, and by the way, the analyst at UBS doesn't care. Like, they're not trying to get aggregated. They're not trying to go viral. They're writing to their investors. And they basically said that part of the reason that Nike is selling fewer basketball shoes is that basketball players aren't as popular.
Now, we also had this debate, too, I want to say last week, where he's saying NBA players aren't as popular. And the NBA in general, man, to be honest, it's exciting, but I mean, I don't watch the full season. You know what I'm saying? I usually wait till we get to the playoffs, which I think that's where we are now. You know, catch a few of the games and then watch the final joint if I don't fall asleep, respectively. You know what I mean?
As they used to be. And so, like, that is the reason that is worth paying attention to, is because that's an independent arbiter who only cares about the data. And that's science too. But, you know, Nike can look at it and say, this is a problem. Our stock is down.
I would hope that Nike DM are looking at this like, yo, this is a problem. Our stock has never been this down. Or if it has, it's been like, how many long ago? What can we do to bring it back up? I know Elliot Hill's over there. He's trying to do everything he can, but he's only one person, even though he's hired more and more staff and switched out staff to see if he can bring some change. When you're still the new guy, you still got to learn the way of the ropes before making changes, I would think. But sometimes some people come in and just start immediately making changes.
Our revenue is down. Like, Nike's like, we got a problem here. You know, the NBA is like, our stock is up enormously. Our revenue is up enormously.
That's ironic, right? The Nike stock is down, but the actual NBA stock, they up, right? Make it make sense. And that's why I don't really play the whole, like, I guess you can say, I don't play the whole stock game because, I mean, I don't know, man. It just sounds very risky if you don't know what you're doing. And it requires a lot of patience. You know what I mean?
Enormously. Don't tell us about a problem.
Wow. So they're saying, the NBA saying, like, yo, that's y'all problem, not ours. You know what I'm saying? We'll keep the party going right here. It says, there's a lot of signature guys, Paul said, noting that the nearly every brand now pushes multiple athletes. The volume, he explained, creates less demand. There ain't that many kids that want signature forms. It's the thing. They not putting the ball in the hoop like Jordan was. You know what I'm saying? And this is where I could go back and forth with the homie in the Discord, right? Sure. Is LeBron doing great numbers? Of course he is, right? Is he going to go out one of the best? Yes. Is he a GOAT? Yes. However, people don't want to just see you put the ball in the hoop. They like a little bit of entertainment. And going back and forth with those games like that, it can become quite boring. Like, the one thing I think where NFL, if we're going to compare it to the NBA, which I know is totally different sport, the reason people hang on to that one is because it's like, yo, yeah, the goal is everybody to score a touchdown or a field goal, not to fumble the ball, protect the ball, you know, simple stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like, you know, you got the one-handed catches. You got the, like, damn, how the hell did they pull this play off with only a few seconds left, this, that, and the third? We haven't really seen too much of that going on in the NBA, especially when it's like, all right, cool, y'all got this much time on the clock, and y'all down in seconds. We had to find a wire, but they don't be the buzzer beater. Like, Jordan, you knew if the ball was in his hand, if in this 1 second left, and he get his feet up off the ground, and he let go of that ball, it's going in, baby. You know what I'm saying? He studied the game, no matter how you slice it and dice it. But it says, Rich Paul explains the decline in basketball shoe sales. It says there's a lot of signature shoes, so many signature athletes. Every company has a signature guy, multiple signature guys. Well, there ain't that many kids that want a signature from. They don't want signature. So we're going to see if we can play this on X. I want to say fair use. You guys should still be hearing the audio. This is where it comes from. Let's say we have real quick. This one says on the post, he says, it says, I don't know if players are less popular, but the kids are less into all things that we're into as it pertains to a player. We love to relive our teenage years, whether things were just about thought was the hypest, where they were so excited, the wow factor. The kids today are actually in their teenage years. They can't relive. We can't focus nostalgia on things, kids that were actually living in their moment. The kids don't care about the new thing. They care about what they think is cool. So let me see if I can play this real quick. Fair use, real quick. Let's see.
Here's the thing. You and I grew up. We grew up in a very trend-following society.
Want to say
We
that
followed
again?
trends. That's what we did. We grew up having to have.
So I will say there's some truth to this. We did follow trends, right? The it thing, even though I consider myself an outcast, but there's still certain things I still bought because not only because of the hype, because I really just like it. So back then I feel like we were setting more trends too. Like, I'm not saying Jordan them was, but having his shoe on with a regular outfit, you were setting a trend, whether you realize it or not. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you were one of the first ones in your neighborhood to pull up in the shoe.
The shoe that everybody else also had to have, which is how shoe brands were built. Signature shoe brands were built.
Jordan 3s had to have them.
Yeah, they had this discussion about the basketball players' shoes not selling as much as they used to. Of course not.
Why?
This is why, though. Why do you think that? But to be fair, I will say this. Yeah, I don't see the signature models moving as fast. The John Morant's may not be loaded anymore on there, but I remember, like, I was looking at some of the colorways. I'm like, I'm going to wait. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, different times, different nostalgias, too. You got to expect that with time comes change, no matter how you slice it and dice it. Let me see if I can keep going real quick.
Why do you think that is?
Well, for a number of reasons. One, there's a lot of signature guys. There's so many signature athletes. Every company has a signature guy.
Yeah, when Jordan came around, I don't think nobody had a deal like that yet. Everybody just kind of signed the Converse, and everybody wore Converse because that was like the, it shoe back then. But then, we got Jordan where, cool, he over there with Nike, which a lot of people I think don't even pronounce correctly whenever it first started, but we know the name now. And yeah, definitely apples and oranges and something completely different. Let's keep going real quick.
Multiple signature guys. Well, there ain't that many kids that want signatures from. They don't want
You saying
signatures.
the players are less popular?
I don't know if they're less popular, but the kids are less into all the things that we were into as it pertained to a player.
Why do you think?
Yeah, this is true. I mean, to be honest, some of these cats probably don't even cut on their TV. And that's another thing, too. We had the regular Joe Schmo TV joint, right? These kids come up off of like, hey, yeah, TV to them. Like, TV to me meant like, we got cable, flip through every channel, hit the guide if you want to, and watch TV. You know what I'm saying? We had shows that we didn't realize that was staged, but we really, really liked. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole and say any names, but, after school, I remember coming home watching one of the most popular music shows where we watch music videos together, which don't seem like it should be a show, but we did that, and there was like several of them. In fact, in the morning, same concept, except it didn't have a host. You know what I'm saying? The ones in the mid-afternoons had a host, and they catered to us young bucks, man. Because, I mean, to be honest, the joint used to come on like at 3 o'clock, and then I think the other one was at 4:30. So one was at 3 o'clock or 3:30, the other one's at 4:30. I used to go back and forth with the joint. You know what I'm saying? Especially when one of them kind of was like late to the party with starting their show. At that point, that's all we had. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, what do these young bucks have? If you got all the apps and everything's right at your fingertips, you can watch it on your phone. You got to really go out your way and search it and look for it, in my opinion, right? Let me keep going.
First of all, I don't know what else you can do that hasn't already been done in terms of the style of shoe.
Like
See, he hating because, I mean, the right person just not in the room yet that they hadn't got after Tinker Hatfield, I think it's going to be hard to find the right designer. But he's saying, like, what more can you do to the shoe? I'm pretty sure there's still a lot of versatility. You just got to find the right person with the right mindset and the right creative, thought process, right? Let me keep going.
Costs a lot of money.
When we were kids, new stuff was coming out all the time. It's like the dunk contest where at a certain point, what you can add is very subtle because it's all been done before.
Yeah, new stuff was coming out, but it was also new.
Right. We'd never seen
now,
anything like
new
it.
things come out, but it's old.
Yeah, and if it's new, it's in a running shoe, not a basketball
Yeah,
shoe.
it's not. There's no new Jordan 4.
Right.
It's the same Jordan 4 that came out in 1989.
That's why the most...
My thing is this with that, though. I get what they're saying. That's why Jordan Brand them say just change the colors up and see how it sticks. Because, to be honest, when they do hit us with like a new type of Jordan or something new, to be honest, we don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at a joint, I'm like, man, I don't know. This ain't the fold. Where the fold at? I'm guilty of probably being a problem to the solution. You know what I'm saying? Like, are the problem that's preventing the solution? Because I'm like, and it's not just me. Let me clarify this. There's multiple people that's probably things just like that where I'm like, this ain't the new J's, I'm skipping. Some people only go after J's, you know what I'm saying, or certain Nikes, you know what I'm saying? So if it don't look the same, then, and y'all ain't selling a story and we ain't watching nobody play in it, what they need is probably another good, strong, solid, like well-known athlete with entertainment purposes, right? They got the music part on lock, they got all that, but I'm like, I think that may be something they could take into consideration. Let me get through the rest of this real quick.
popular kicks are still from a million years ago. Back then, you had a trend that people were following and it was all new. And now a lot of, I think this is what you mean by retrospect, right? Like a lot of what draws you into the like fashion of the sneaker industry is nostalgia.
And
So it's nostalgia would also, and I will say I agree with that part. Like, to be honest, the new stuff we don't really go crazy for, with the exception of a few here and there. But majority of this, we're looking at stuff like, I hope this come back out. I hope this come back out. And I feel like Nike them have to tread lightly with the releases, because if they give us everything we asked for within the first year, how many people gonna come out next year like, I'm done, I ain't buying nothing else, this and the third, and the person won't even get up off their damn back, you know? Especially if it is in a state where you don't have to like pretty much put your business out there like that, you know what I mean? But yeah, I can easily see this being some issues. Let's see real quick. Let me keep going.
the problem is, we love to relive our teenage years, where we thought was the hypest, where we were so excited, the wow factor,
Every generation
everything.
does, yeah.
These kids today are actually in their teenage years. They can't relive.
They're
their
not. How can they
teenage
be nostalgic?
We can't force nostalgia.
I get what he's saying, but even as a teenager, it's some stuff that we just had to have. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I got all the J's, but it definitely was something that was like I always used to ask for, was like some J's. But go ahead.
On these kids that's actually living in their moment.
Because everything was new back then, we hadn't seen these before.
Yes.
And there were certain signature athletes. Basketball players in the United States dominated the NBA.
Yes.
So it's more relatable to kids growing up in the United States.
Well,
And
that's what was.
Who's really dumb in the NBA right now? And everybody is thinking LeBron. Anybody else but LeBron. You know what I mean? In my opinion. I ain't going to put him out there and put that pressure on him. Let's keep going.
Marketed too.
And now, because everything's been done, a lot of the most popular kicks are retro sneakers. So for the
That
new
kids don't care
generation, they
nothing
have no
about.
nostalgic attachment because they're not old enough to be nostalgic about anything. And they're also not getting anything new because everything new under the sun's already been done.
Yeah, and they don't care. These kids don't care about the new.
I will say I agree with them on that. These kids don't care, like, about a lot. Last thing they care about is a shoe. I'm telling you, and they can care about even less, buddy. Trust me.
Nothing. They care about what they think is cool.
So what is we consider cool? Will Nike them bounce back? Will the stock get there? Let me keep going on some of the rest of these articles real quick, and then we'll wrap things up here, talk a little bit of upcoming sneaker releases in like the last 10 minutes. But it says Nike is reportedly struggling to sell basketball shoes because NBA players aren't as popular as they used to be, per Windhorse ESPN. So he was on ESPN who said that. We did play that earlier. It says financial experts claim that the lack of a popularity is now directly hitting Nike's revenue and stock prices. Will Elliott Hill still survive the situation? No, because to be honest, he's the guy that's supposed to really bring the changes over here. So this is what you kind of see right here. It says, Paul pushed back on the idea that players lack star power. Instead, he framed the issue around how younger audience engage with the coach. Yeah, it is definitely different. It's apple and oranges, especially if you got ones that drew up during like 2020 time. And they're like 6 years old now because, I mean, we're 2026. They're knocking on it. Yeah, definitely something different. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep going real quick. The rest of these articles. So Nike stock drop over NBA player. And this is one I think we already played this joint here. I think this is one
single year. It went down to the Warriors and the Cavs when LeBron was.
I think this is just the
history.
Game so that's the rivalries, right? But let's keep going. It says Nike stop drop sparks debate over the NBA player popularity appeared first on Clutch Points, right? Okay, which we do have that article, which we just kind of already covered that. Salutes to Clutch Points. And I think this is the actual story right here. We'll keep going. Nike stop drop sparks debate over NBA player popularity. Some of the wondering if the popularity of the NBA players isn't what it used to be, given the decline in the Nike stock. I mean, to be honest, they don't have that breakout star. Travis was holding it down, but I mean, Travis ain't really dropped in a minute. I'm not saying if he don't drop, it won't go back up. You got, other athletes that are still training and doing what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So again, you got to be careful. It says, ever since Michael Jordan, Nike has become NBA's most synonymous brand. Many of the game's biggest names have had their signature brand shoe. However, the iconic brand has been taking a hit on Wall Street. So again, just because they got their hit sneaker, if nobody's buying it, it's pointless. You know what I'm saying? For people to see money growth, I think they want to go always in the positive. Why would you want to see a negative? You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even want to do that. But it comes with the game, and I get that, and I understand that. But it says, where we at? On the Hoops Tonight podcast, NBA on ESPN analyst Brian Windhorst openly stated that Nike stock has taken a 15% dip. After the same time, it indicated that part of the reason for that was a decline in the popularity among NBA players, and that could be true. Again, a lot of these NBA players now, they're being trained like put it in a hoop, which I'm sure that Jordan was that case, but I mean his just style and his swag and how you was like, he got the ball in his hand and it's only like 2 seconds. I still feel like he can pull off a miracle. And no, you know what? He actually would. You know, I wouldn't, but I'm pretty sure he would. Let's keep going. It says, at the same time, Windhorst said that the NBA comeback that is pointing us out financially and franchise is on its visitations, right? Okay. So again, too soon for all that. And this is a pop quiz. It says a clutch quiz, right? Just for shits and giggles. You guys should be able to see this on the screen. It says in 1984, NBA draft is one of the richest talent pools ever. Which Hall of Fame ever was to select a number 1 overall ahead of Michael Jordan? So this one's a tough one, and honestly, I don't even really know this answer, but I'm gonna see if I can just make our best educated guess. I would assume this. Hareem, hold on, let's see real quick. Boom, got that right. Let's see. Let me check. No, it was all right. Cool. So I got that right. So it turned actually green. So I'm assuming that's cool. Let's check my knowledge real quick. Later, because it's 4 questions, so it's only like 2 more after this. It says the Lakers won the NBA Cup in 2023 by beating with fast rising team the championship game. Who did they beat? I want to say it was the Thunders. Don't quote me, but let's see. Nope, it was the Indiana Pacers. So I dropped the ball on that one. We won out of 4, pretty much. It says, working alongside Greg Popovich, which Spurs executive became famous for helping build a dynasty, smart drafting, international scouting, including key finds like Torrey Parker and the Manu Ginobili. So let's see real quick. See, these are some tough joints. And I don't even really know for real. Because I know these names, I don't even think rings a bell. Let me see if I can just do this one. Boom. Nope. It's RC4, right? So again, I'm going to drop the ball on that one. One more for the road, and then we'll talk upcoming sneaker releases once I finish up this article. Cool. It's got Stephen Curry finally captured its first Finals MVP in 2022 after beating which team in the championship? If I'm not mistaken, they beat where we at real quick. Wasn't that one? We'll say Boston. Boston, you know what I'm saying? Is either Boston or Miami Heat. Let's see. Boom. Told you. Definitely was Boston. Let's see. I ain't gonna do no more quizzes because I think we good. You got 2 out of 4, so 50%. You know what I'm saying? I know a little something. Like I said, I know a little something just to be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep reading through the article real quick, and then we'll talk upcoming sneaker releases. It says Nike revenue has been down, and Nike stock has been elaborated over the last 24 months. That's 2 years for the guys in the back. So if you do 12 times 2, that should give you 24. In 18 to 24 months, he said. And the analyst UBS, by the way, the analyst at UBS doesn't care. They're writing to their investors, and they were basically said part of the reason that Nike is selling fewer basketball shoes is that the basketball players aren't as popular as they used to be. And I agree. Definitely not as popular like as a Michael Jordan. I mean, but to be honest, Jordan earned that popularity fair and square. He worked his you-know-what off. You know what I'm saying? He improved the game. You know what I'm saying? He brought a lot of change that everybody loves. And, of course, number one thing I always say, he bringing entertainment. So, again, what can you say? You know what I mean? It says, and they basically said, part of the reason Nike is selling, we were at that part real quick. Boom. It says, according to the Forbes magazine, the highest NBA franchise value was $5.4 billion, which that's a lot of money, but for like an actual franchise, it's probably not like a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So again, they're going to get back in their grind bag. It says, according to the Forbes magazine, the highest NBA franchise was $5.4 billion. It says at the as of October 2025. Plus, Golden State Warriors have the largest franchise value at $11 billion. Additionally, the NBA is projected to make $14.3 billion in revenue. The per Kurt, Bahusen and Levi Alcabez of Sportcoto claimed they were giving out $36 million in playoff bonuses. So I mean, them boys ain't afraid to spend no money. Me personally, that would have hurt my piggy bank because I ain't really got it like that. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about a coworker today. Today. He was like, "Yo, we gotta do X, Y, Z." Well, you don't have to, but they were like, "Yo, we gotta do X, Y, Z." I was like, "Yeah, they're gonna have to wait till a certain day when I get paid, respectively." It says in 1992, Nike became an NBA sponsor, capitalizing in large parts of the popularity of the Michael Jordan. So I think they got videos of the joint, but I don't know if I can find any of it. But let me see real quick. I think I already have it on Twitter. This is like the NBA joint. This is a Just Kicks joint. We kind of covered that. And then, yeah, this is a free-for-all. So, I mean, to be honest, if you really, really want to, I don't think I have any other stuff that's saying don't post it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I get it. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those touchy subjects. What's really driving the factor? But to be honest, we've said it time and time again, what a time to be a sneakerhead. If you're just not getting in the game and then you got some bread saved up and then you just literally go all in. But it says, change in culture, not just popularity. So I respect it on that one. It says, Paul pushed back on the idea that players lacking a star power. I will say some of them do have the power, but do they have the marketing? Do they have the right team behind them? Do they have everything that they need to make sure they're succeeding? And versus all they want to do is focus on the game and win the championship because that's all they know. So that's probably why you got two people kind of bumping heads, not on some little weird stuff, but just in general. It says, changing culture, not popularity. It says, Paul pushed back on the idea that players lack star power. Instead, he framed the issue around how younger audiences engage with the culture today. Of course, they're younger. You know what I'm saying? Me, you ain't gonna catch me out there. You know what I'm saying? I damn near got like a bedtime at that point, respectively. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to be mean or anything like that. We got a quiz real quick. It says, what was the iconic phrase spoken by Allen Iverson referring to practice? Practice? We talking about practice? Practice don't win games. Games are, I'm going to say this right here. Even though I know this is probably not the correct answer. Oh, snap. See? Got to trust yourself a little bit. Says, who was the first woman to win the Olympic gold medalist? First woman, it definitely wasn't, I don't think it was Karissa Shields, Mary Mom, Nikki Adams. I'm going to say Katie Taylor, right? Nope. It's Nikki. It was Nikki Adams. My bad. What material is the Olympic gold medal primarily made of? Why wouldn't it just be gold if it's gold? But we'll see. But it was mostly made out of silver. Interesting. Well, and we got one more, and I'm going to get through the article real quick, and we'll talk upcoming sneaker releases. It says, which famous tennis player is known for the Federal Swerve? If I had to guess, probably Roger Federer. That one I kind of had a feeling for. Let me keep going real quick because they're going to try to play this quiz game with pretty much TMZ. Something, no disrespect. I love them, but not tonight. You know what I'm saying? It says, I don't know if players are less popular, he said, before adding that kids simply value different things now. He described a gap between the generations where older fans truly try to recreate the excitement they once felt, while younger fans are on the fields with the current. So if nothing's going on right now, what do you think they're going to get motivated to do some of? You know what I mean? But I'm going to keep going. And then we'll wrap this joint up here in like the last 5 minutes. It says, the difference matters, right? Signature sneakers once thrived on an aspiration and loyalty. Now Paul suggests trends move faster than less than tied to an individual athlete. These kids don't care about nothing. He said they care about what they think is cool. So I can see that. You know what I'm saying? They're saying they don't really care about the day's times. They really care about what's current, what's cool, what's the next thing that's going viral. And I want to make sure my name is there, which 9 times out of 10, you're probably already late. But, people still want to keep trying for whatever reason. I'll read the last little part of this article, and then we'll talk a little bit of upcoming sneaker releases. Wrap things up for the night, man. Only going to be on the joint for like an hour. If I look drained, I am drained. But we got to keep going because, you know what I'm saying? I'm dedicated. But it says the takeaway feels clear. It says the sneaker market has not collapsed, but the formula was changed. Star power alone no longer guaranteed demand. Brands must now compete with shifting tastes, shorter attentions and spams, and of course the cultural that defines a cool in real time. So this is going to be very interesting, right? What's the next move for this joint right here? If they do this, will people actually buy like the Travis Scotts? You know what I'm saying? Jordan 1. Some people are like, yo, I'm good. I'll take the regular Jordan 1s. Then third, I think you got a mixture. But I feel like that whole true hype is kind of died down. If anything, you should have learned which is when or when and what time I need to come pick up my product. Whatever you're going to pick up, right? And then we'll go through the stock real quick for the last little part of this one because it's very interesting. It says Nike stock drops debate over NBA player. So, yeah, that's one of those, like, I'm not surprised. And then we went through that already. It says, ever since Michael Jordan, Nike has become NBA's most synonymous brand. Many of the game's biggest names have been a signature brand shoe. However, the iconic brand has been taking a hit on Wall Street. So, this is my thing. They have been taking it in Wall Street. I'm assuming they mean the sneaker market or no, the stock market, which, to be honest, believe it or not, why the stock market is so important, it tells what people need to do, invest in. Because when you buy into the market through stock, you know what I'm saying, your money doesn't sit there. They usually use the money for certain things, but the company better have the justification to back it up. And they don't tell you. They keep it moving and do what they need to do and apply. You know what I mean? That's how it works at my job, and it could vary from job to job. So take that with a grain of salt. It says on the Hoops podcast tonight, NBA ESPN Brian Windhorst openly stated that Nike stock has taken a 15% dip. At the same time, he indicated that the part of the reason was driven or decline is popularity among NBA players. Interesting. So, okay. So I said this could have been something that's kind of been stemming up for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, Windhorst said that the NBA can combat by pointing its finances and franchises violations. Nike's revenue has been down and Nike stock has been liberated over the last 24 months. Again, that is 2 years for the people in the back, if y'all don't know, which we did kind of cover that earlier. Or 18 to 24 months, he said. At this, the analysts, where am I looking for? I'm going to make sure I get the right part of this article as we wrap things up. UBS has been the way the analysts in the USB don't care. They're writing to their investors, and they're basically said, hey, part of the reason Nike is selling fewer basketball shoes is because basketball players weren't as popular as they used to be. The reason that worth pay attention, it is not an independent abuter who cares about data. So again, he's saying, yo, till you put your foot in my shoes, I don't want to hear this type of talk, man. So let's finish up the last little part of this article, and then we'll talk a little bit of upcoming sneaker releases, man. They'll put us right where we want to be. And it says, according to the Forbes magazine, the highest NBA franchise value was at $5.4 billion as of October 2025, but the Golden State Warriors have surpassed the franchise value at $11 million. Additionally, the NBA is projected to make a $14.3 billion in revenue, and Kurt Busenham and Lev Arquez scored this. Plus, they will be giving out $36 million in playoff bonuses. I'm very curious. I want to see all these winners line up. Y'all take a picture. Don't do no photo crop. I want everybody fresh, even though y'all going to do it on the same day. But, I mean, if they got the type of money, they got the time, right? Respectively. Let me read the last little part of this article when we'll talk upcoming sneaker releases. It says, in 1992, Nike became an NBA sponsor, capitalizing large parts of the popularity of Michael Jordan, right? Okay, so this is related articles. We're coming up on an hour mark. let's see if we can talk a little bit of upcoming sneaker releases. Let me see what's going on. Where my phone at? I usually have my phone already mounted. I ain't have my phone mounted on nothing. You know what I'm saying? The kid's struggling out here for real, for real. Not because the mount's broken. I just ain't had that joint connected. So let me see if I can get it connected. Boom. Let's go to the sneakers app real quick. Y'all don't forget to smash that like button, by the way, too. You know what I'm saying? Upcoming sneaker releases. Nike them is loading more stuff. So, of course, we got the Iced Out Carmine for the ladies. We have the Air Force One Singapore Twin. And that's coming in the Kobe 8. And it's coming in Air Force One, which I don't hate. Got the Air Jordan 5 OG white and metallic. That's not anticipated until April 25th. And yeah, we got some more designer stuff I seem like they're going to dabble in. But to be honest, I'm still going to take my old faithfuls of the actual sports shoe and go into the shoe. Still looking forward to the Band Black Varsity Red Air Jordan 1 Low, right? Okay. So again, nobody's probably snitched on nobody yet, or they're maybe looking for more stuff, right? Okay. And then let's just talk a little bit of Supreme drops too that's anticipated for this like spring/summer. Where my mouse at? Boom, 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 boom. We go right here. Not going to go over this whole article because we have to end the time, but this is a Supreme drop right here. I wouldn't mind having some underwear, but y'all can keep that Fiji water, like, I guess, jersey or shirt. It's the toolbox. Again, it's something you probably want to look at the prices for too, right? Okay. So if you think about this, see if I can biggie size it. Boom. This is it right here. So what's the best item of the week? I'm going to always say the zip up hoodies, but I don't want no camo joint. I just want a plain black joint, respectively. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's always like a good like go-to for everybody as well. Let me see if I can get this out the way. Boom. Because obviously they're a great dad, and that's just not my style to say certain things on that one, so you got to be careful. But yeah, I think that's it. And then also the Awake joints. I don't know if y'all saw these. Salutes to Many with the Kicks. They did post it in Discord. The Awake 5, they want people to get interested in these right here. Homie really think he really dripped out. So again, no, this is Awake 6s. My bad, 6s. I was saying 5s. 6s. So they're trying to push the Awake 6s. Me personally, I don't see it. What's the hype about? It does look like a Pepto Bismol, like some type of medicine. But other than that, yeah, I don't know. Not really too geeked over it. Not going to read the whole article. Let me put myself back on the mainstream. Go ahead and wrap things up here for the night. Because I've been on this joint for an hour and 3 minutes. Let me put myself on the main screen. And boom, you guys should be seeing me. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love as always. Appreciate the people that were active in the chat as always. I'll be back live again on Saturday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Until then, smash the like button, sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers. Occasional Tron Halls, y'all know we have Music Monday. Should be back live on Saturday, and I'll see you guys again. Appreciate everything that you guys told me about, and I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
My heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. So many nights, my heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this guppies and purple now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to these guppies and purple now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can